Join the QCCS Mackay Cutters family with a 2019 membership package. Don't miss the action. Cheer on the Cutters at home. There is a membership package for everyone. Member awards, merchandise packs, exclusive discounts and dual Cowboys memberships. Whatever your budget, whatever your schedule, be there to witness the magic. Let this be the season you join the Cutters family. Join today. MackayCutters.com.au/membership. Mackay Cutters, proud supporters of Change the Game. Tackle mental health head on.
QCCS, a proud local company delivering concrete and civil solutions across Queensland. At QCCS, we simply do whatever it takes, safely and efficiently. QCCS, supporting your local community and the Mackay Cutters. This live stream proudly produced by Tropical Exposure Advertising and Multimedia, your corporate communications, mining and industrial multimedia specialists. Proud sponsors of the QCCS Mackay Cutters. If you want the best, talk to Tropex.
Wiggle Room. It's the welcome breathing space that eases you from where you are to where you want to be. Just like a Queensland Country Credit Union home or personal loan, we not only help you kick your goals, our personalised service and competitive products are designed to leave you some room to live a little. So get a wiggle on and talk to us today.
Get it right on site with M&P Services. Call now for the ultimate range of transportable buildings and shipping containers for sales and hire. Locally owned and operated, we've been industry leaders in transport and logistics services for over 30 years. Plus, check out our range of specialised shipping containers and our revolutionary mobile crib rooms. M&P Services, proud supporters of the Mackay Cutters and Change the Game program. Get it right on site with M&P Services. TV, proudly brought to you by Cash Converters and Tropical Exposure.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here back to BB Prince Stadium for this game. ISGN Trust Super Cup, Mackay Cutters versus the East Tigers. Paddy, boys have had their first ever win over in PNG. What do you reckon about that one?
Yeah, it's huge for them, wasn't it? They haven't had any love over there, so it's good to see them get the 2 points, and more importantly, they need to back up tonight and have back-to-back wins.
So the Cutters sitting in 9th spot, 4 points out of the 8. East Tigers are sitting there in, 2 points out of the 8, but 4 points behind East, sitting there in 7th spot. East are pretty stacked with some NRL players there, Paddy. How do you reckon we'll go tonight?
Yeah, they got quality across the park, don't they? So we're going to have to be good tonight to get East, so hopefully we will be.
The other thing with the Cutters, quite a few injuries starting to mount now. So that side that we've got there tonight, quite a few local blokes. Good to see the addition of John O'Brien. We love Big Jono.
Yeah, it's always good to see a local boy in there, and he'll do a job tonight. He's very fit, and he'll do good for the Cutters.
Jobsy will do the job tonight. Well, let's have a look at the east side to keep us going, mate, if you want to read out those names there for us.
Yeah, fullback, we've got Scott Drinkwater, Tom Hughes and Jared McNally on the wings, Tom Eisenworth and Matty Cooper in the centres. Billy Walters will be 5'8", with Josh Felt at 7. Sam Levere and Albert Vitti will be front row. Hooker, Chris Oswald. Back row, we've got Jake Fosker, Bill Cullen and ex-Cutter Bennett Leslie. And on the bench, we've got Brett Granke, Josh Ralph, Tyrone Amy and Jesse Ullman. So
a couple of known players there, Tom Eisenhuth. Scott Drinkwater, some talk about him in the press lately. So a possible move to North. Obviously, it hasn't been finalised yet, so he's still running around as part of the Melbourne Storm squad. Yep. But he just... unlucky injury at the start of the year and missing his spot due to a quality Ryan Pappenhausen there at the back. So otherwise, he'd be up there playing for the Storm as well.
Yeah, for sure. And they've got good stocks, don't they, Storm? They scout well, so they've got good players coming through.
Well, time to look at the Cutters side for this evening, the QCCS Mackay Cutters. If we can have a look at that side now. And number 1, sponsored by Smart State Rentals, is Carlin Anderson. Number 2, AJK Contracting are sponsoring Yamba Bowie. He's been in great form this season, Yamba. Number 3, sponsored by Tropical Exposure, is Big Jaden Batchelor. Had a great game a few weeks back here. Number 4, sponsored by Nomac Windscreens and Glass. It's great to see the return of Blake Atherton. Number 5, on the other wing, sponsored by MRC Australia's Paul Burns. He's been quality all season. Number 6, sponsored by A1 Battery Pro, is our Kiwi import Sam Cook. Another big game for Sam coming up. Number 7, sponsored by Mackay Carpet Care, is Jack Higson, who made the team of the round last week. Number 8, sponsored by Ibis Hotels, is Emery Perry, always strong in the middle. Number 9, sponsored by NQB Integrated IT, is Jaden Hodges. Number 10, sponsored by Fresco's Quality Meats, is Alex Gerard. And number on the edge now, number 11, sponsored by Thrifty Car Rentals, is Ross Bella. On the other edge, number 12, sponsored by Keith Carroll Painting, is Brendan Treston. So Tresto will start here this evening. Number 13, sponsored by Greyhound Australia, is the hard-running Jordan Kenworthy. And on the bench, number 14, DGH Engineering, is Tyler Gardner. Number 15, sponsored by Blue River Ice, is Dave Munro. Number 16, sponsored by Queensland Country Credit Union, is Jack Brock. And final player on the bench, number 17, sponsored by Waller's Precision Tooling, is the man himself, John O'Brien. Great to see Jono get out there tonight. Today's game day sponsor is Cash Converters, and this is our Beanies for Brain Cancer round, where it's an important fundraiser each year. It's initiated by Mark Hughes and the Newcastle Knights. So this is an important awareness initiative, and this week we are helping. This is done in the honour of Nikki Atherton, sponsored by Explore Property, Mackay. So go down and grab your beanies out the front there. Sponsor the Beanies of Brain Cancer round. It's an important initiative, bit of a cool night out there, and we will be able to help out any way we can and look good at the same time. So enjoy the night. Just about heading out there for Dance Express to start our pre-match entertainment. Pat and I will be back with the call of the game on the Cutters TV, brought to you by Cash Converters.
listen. Y'all got your hoverboards and your fuzzy shoes. What the hell is a Yeezy? Yeah. We used to glide, man, you know what I'm talking about?
Talking about roller skates, look so fine every time you glide away. Talking about roller skates, dancing queen, baby, don't put on the brakes. Nah, nah, nah.
Shake your money maker, 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 shake your money maker.
Grab his kids and shake that booty.
Alright, stop. I got my skates on, lace tight. Don't need no Benz, no motorbike. I got 8 wheels, check the heels. I'm a soul kid, baby, got the pimple pill. They like, damn, that's tight. Velvet Jesus showed me the light. This gon' have it closes up around 11. Better shake your money maker, cause you know what I be talking about.
Roller skates,
Oh, you thought that we were done? Nah, I'm never.
Come on now, shake your money maker. I say now shake your money maker. Your money maker. Nah, nah, nah. Shake your money maker. 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 Shake your money maker.
talking about roller skates, look so fine every time you glide away. Talking about roller skates, dancing queen, baby, don't put on the brakes. Grab his kids and shake that booty.
Shake your money maker. 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 Shake your money maker.
Ladies and gents, put your hands together one more time for Dance Express. Now, there's only a couple of minutes to go before game time here at Ely Creek Stadium against the East Tigers. The QCCS, the Mackay had a big win last weekend in Papua New Guinea. They're up for another big weekend this weekend as well. And another reminder too, that it is Captain Governors. The game day sponsors tonight. And also business for brain cancer. The business to us for sale at the front gate. The team are also going to be walking around during the game facilities as well. You can use your arm as well in that front facilities. As we wait for the teams to get ready for a big night here at Ely Creek Stadium. Once again, thanks very much to our game day sponsors, Cash Converters. You can find them at Sydney Street, number 36, your local finance service provider.
Are you ready for it?
Here we go for kickoff in this Cash Converters game day here at BB Prince Stadium with the East Tigers running left to right on your screen, and the Cutters are going to receive the ball coming in from the airport end. We've got Paddy with me, Big Paddy Daly, veteran commentator, and expert comments from Cooper Bamley again. Coop, welcome back, mate.
Hey, thank you very much, Pleased to be back.
Early turnover there for the Cutters, a bit poor start, turning the ball over, knock on there on the second tackle, and East are going to attack early in the game. With number 17, Big Sam LeVay, taking the ball up and getting penalty for his troubles.
Not the ideal start there from the Cutters, is it?
No. Not what Pup should be looking for at all. They're not going to take the two. It's the 13 taking it forward in Bennett Leslie, Cutters last year. Bennett be looking to make an impression here tonight. Ball goes out the back. Oh. Hand change over again. Cutters come away with it. The mistake there coming, I think, from the fullback Drinkwater.
Yeah, he just popped that ball up straight into Cutters' hands, didn't he? So they got a chance here.
Pup would be very pleased with that. Scotty Drinkwater is their main attack weapon, and that's one we're looking to do a job on. So to get an error just early out of him is a great start.
So Cooper, the talk has been about Drinkwater going to the Cowboys. Have you heard anything more around the traps about that one, if that's happening or not?
No, I have no idea actually. Yeah, just being very short here. I think it's a great signing by Cowboys. Whether he gets there before injuries ready or not, definitely an opportunity out there for him.
He's a good player, Drinkwater. He said this missed his chance with the Storm this year with the emergence of Ryan Pappenhausen, who's been outstanding. So the number one spot there. Deep kick there by the Cutters, and it will just go dead with the 7-tackle restart coming up for the Tigers. So the fullback there willing it over the line, and Drinkwater will come back for the 7-tackle tap restart.
Yeah, it's just a metre. The difference between a good kick and a bad kick there, wasn't it? It just rolled over the dead ball line.
Second penalty blown in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. So referee quick to assert himself. So hands on the ruck that time. So big local contingent tonight, boys, with the for the Cutters there this evening. So like I said, we've got Batchelor and Atherton in the centres there, and Ross Balla and Brennan Tresson there on the edges, local boys as well. And it's good to see John O'Brien. It's not his debut game, but I think it's his first game this year, isn't it, Coop?
Yeah, he's played a couple before this. His debut when he was very young. I think he was only 17 or 18 years of age, and that was a couple of years ago. So he has got potential.
There he is.
Drinkwater now slicing through to get the ball away to the 4. In Matt Cooper, and Cooper goes over to score, and that was a really messy try early. This is not a good start for the Cutters.
No, he's very dangerous, isn't he? When he had that ball, then there was warning signs straight away for the Cutters, and he poked his head through the line and got that little offload to Cooper.
So the challenge for the Cutters this week is obviously suffering from injuries. Dan Russell out. Lloyd White still suffering with that calf problem. Reuben Cotter injuring his hand last week, playing for the Cowboys. Another Cowboys player allocated to Cutters in Mitch Dunn is finished for the season, sadly, with a shoulder. Shane Wright has been called up to the Cowboys and played very well last night, so he's not available. And we've still got Coop with us, who's... How far away are you, mate, for making your comeback?
Oh, hopefully not too far. I'm up and running again now, and I start skills again next week. So within the next 2-3 weeks, with a bit of luck.
The good news is that Jack Hickson played a good game last week up in PNG. So was it last week Hicko was named in the team of the round, or was that the week before?
No, it was last week. Papua New Guinea, I think. That's probably Hicko's best game, and it definitely shows that training is a lot more confident, I think.
Yeah.
With Pup giving him the go-ahead to be locked into that number 6 position now, or number 7, sorry. He's gaining confidence every week.
It's great to see. That kick pushed to the right of the uprights there, so not a difficult one, but unconverted. So the East Tigers take a lead of 4-0 early in this first half, and the Cutters will be looking to have a bit of a restart here. And so not the best start they were looking for. And just come out of the blocks a little bit flat.
Outside. Behind the kicker.
So it is, like I said earlier, it's the Beanies for Brain Cancer round this week. So in honour of Nikki Atherton, who sadly passed away from brain cancer quite a few years ago. The Beanies for Brain Cancer initiative was brought about by Mark Hughes, who suffered brain cancer himself, a former Newcastle Knights New South Wales player. And it's great for the crowd to get behind this great initiative. Fundraising, awareness bringing, and just getting together to celebrate the great things that the game of rugby league can do and help support people in our community that might be doing a bit tough or have done it tough. Another penalty there, infringement in the ruck.
Yeah, probably a tough one there. Leslie was sort of laying on top of the cutter, so it's I think it's 3 early penalties.
3 penalties to nil. We've just ticked over 6 minutes of the game. The Cutters have incurred 3 penalties already. So discipline's a key, and hopefully the referee will call that consistently throughout the game.
Together now. Stay square, Jaden. Hold. Got one. Okay, on the outside.
So East Tigers now looking to attack again, looking to extend their lead. Hooker in there in Oswald.
Jaden off the ball, that's the line.
Oswald in dummy half. Out to the 7 in Josh Falls. Knock on there. Good shot there by
Double knock on. First East.
Lionheart Batchelor.
And then Mackay.
Jaden Batchelor. Forcing the mistake from the East Tigers players.
Yeah, it's good to see him coming up and in. He looks a bit rusty there, but he should be right.
So Cutters with a loose head and feed on their 10 metres and looking to get some good quality possession with a deep kick and try and mount some pressure on the East Tigers team, which have had all the balls so far on the back of 3 early penalties. So momentum all with the Tigers early in this game.
Yeah, Cutters will be looking to complete this set, get the ball down the other end and turn them around. They've, like you said, they've had no ball at all.
Together! Square and hold! Go one. Okay, that left side needs a step, mate. Okay.
Cutters working it out now. Hodges back in his familiar number 9 with the absence of Cotter. Won't lose too much there. Hickson. Inside of Ross Bella there, doing the tough yards on that left edge.
Hold! Go 3.
Kenworthy. Probably not the play they're looking for early, and the ball turned over. Sam Levere picking up the spoils there from a risky Kenworthy offload.
Yeah, he put these fellow teammate under all sorts of pressure there, didn't he, offloading that ball?
Tom Hughes, elusive, working through the middle of the field. Oswald, inside there to Vetti. Albert Vetti. 2 metres off the line. We're right on the Cutters line, actually. East Tigers are set up to the right. Looks like their hookie's looking left. Out there again to the 6. Ball through. And knocked on there as he tries to, I think that was Eisenhuth on that side. Attempting the try.
Yeah, he poked his head through and got the ball over the line. Cutter's very lucky there that he had a little fumble at the death.
So Cutters only 50% completion early. Need to improve on that. Now John O'Brien is trying to get some background. I mean, I've known John for quite a long time since he's a young fella actually, but he's a handsome young fella. How's he going? Is he still single, Jobsy? Or has he got a lady?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. He keeps very quiet and he
does.
He doesn't tell anyone anything.
But I'll tell you what, ladies, if you're out there listening, you can do a lot worse than John O'Brien. Hodges now working around the ruck, making some yards. Cutters probably their best chance early and receives a penalty. So referee clamping down on the ruck infringements and looking for good, clean play of the ball. And Hodges has been rewarded for that darting run with a penalty. So the Cutters will kick for touch and will have a tap 20 out.
Mac, I don't know. You're looking at, if we're looking at the same John O'Brien, because I've seen better heads on boils.
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder there, Cooper, but good, nice personality, we'll say that. Hodges, out there to Cook, feeding on.
Good attacking position here. The Cutters need to set this one up.
Yeah, here we go. Hodges, crash ball, looking for. Yeah, Kenworthy and Bella coming through. And that try was on then, boys. A poor execution.
If they had found either player, I think, like you said, it would have been 4 points.
They scored off the exact same play against Papua New Guinea, the very first try last week, so it looks like East Tigers done a bit of homework. I dare say Hodjo will probably go himself next time.
So Cutters looking to keep the East Tigers down this end of the field.
We got the ball again, Mackay.
Oh, it was touched by East. My apologies. So touched by East there into the Cutters player. So it's Cutters loose head and feed.
Ref giving the front row a little lesson on their pack of scrum.
I love the way they do that. So they play plenty themselves. Here's Anderson. Always good. Burns into acting half. Hickson. Hickson darting around. Comes back to the left. Makes a metre or two. Burns back in a dummy half. Hodges in the first receiver. Inside ball to Balla.
I'm looking to win one of these player the balls. He's dropped that.
Deary me. So they lost that ball there in the play the ball. This time will be East Tigers feed. So really scrappy start. Probably on both teams, boys, so far. That's
yeah, but I think East Tigers are winning that ruck, Macca. They when they're defending, they're first to get up. When they got the ball, they're first to get up. So I think that's something the Cutters need to fix up pretty quickly to be competitive in this game.
Back to John O'Brien. He's been working hard there with Keller and integrated bodies. I mean, how's the rig going? I mean, maybe he's a bit of a prawn. Do you think?
Oh, yeah, he could be a prawn. But as you said, mate, personality is all that matters, and he's that right up there, one of the better blokes you'll meet. So, I don't swing that way, but I definitely encourage anyone who wants it. He's the type of man you want.
East working off the line now. Cutters looking to keep them down here, but like Paddy said, they are quick out of it to play the ball and making good yards around the middle of the ruck. It's the 13 there in
Leslie.
Bennett Leslie.
That's better from the Cutters. They won that one, so I want to see a bit more of that.
Big Sam Lavia. He's a tank, isn't he? Look at the size of Lavia.
Big man.
Get out his road. Kick there, over Anderson's head, going deep. Decent kick, but Anderson covering. And he'll be tackled there on the Cowboys, about 12 metres out from the line.
A little bit slow to get back here, the Cutters. A few of the boys walking back, so hopefully they can get out of their own end.
Amber Bow, the touch, he's been the main driver, the Cutters' kick returns.
Gets through the meters, doesn't he?
He does. Needs to come in looking for work. Yeah, but he's worth so much more than just being parked out there on his wing. Hodges.
Hold, Sam. Hold. Go for.
Back to Paree. Through the middle. Finding at his front. Tigers working him over. Hodges there. Deep kick there on the back of Anderson, driving that down. And once again, just a bit of a roll. Just into touch. Once again, Paddy.
It's about half a metre.
Too deep.
That's a killer, isn't it? Go from putting a lot of pressure on them, getting out of their own goal to a 7 tackle set. So
still 4-0. 15 minutes into the first half.
Boys might just have to take one step back before they kick.
Maybe. Quick play the ball again. Drinkwater out there. Or out on the wing there to Hughes. East up to the 20. Sorry, not Hughes. That was McAnally. Tigers spreading the ball. Number 10 is Vetti. Albert Vetti. Centre of the field. Oswald. Back inside to Billy Walters again. Kick through. Off hands and knock on East Tigers. Knock on. So Billy Walters on that left side, boys, is obviously very highly regarded as well. With the Melbourne Storm, very interested to see how he's going.
Another penalty there for a high shot.
High shot there, I think that's on.
Yeah, I was having a yarn with Billy before the game, and he's saying he's pretty close. He's been 80 man a lot down there for Melbourne, so he hasn't had consistent game time all year. So it has been on and off, as this kick doesn't look like it's going to find touch.
Didn't find touch.
Coach killer.
Shot by Batchelor. It's a ball there in Cooper, taking centre field. Chris Oswald in a dummy half. Out there to Lavia again, the big fella. Hard yards through the middle.
They've been good through the middle, haven't they, East?
They're a big pack, the Tigers. With the players they've got, probably haven't had the success so far that you think they might, but they're still very dangerous. Drinkwater dancing around, coming across field. Wrapped up there in the centre. Penalty count 3-2 to the East Tigers. Lavia. Set up. Both sides of the ruck. Out the back there to Walters again. Dances around. Misses first tackle. Walters. Walters is over. Walters has scored for the East Tigers. Too easy in the end for Billy Walters. And that takes the score to 8 points to 0 with 17 gone in this first half.
Yeah, I think Cutters were just waiting for the kick, weren't they? They sort of hung off Walters there and put a little step on and gets that ball over the try line.
The defence doesn't seem set at the moment, boys. It seems to be yards around there and just a little bit all over the show.
Yeah, very patchy, but it just comes down to discipline. We've made too many errors, not kicking the ball out in the full there for penalty. We're just putting ourselves under pressure here. I'm sure Pup will be sending a message out, boys, just get to the end of your sets here. Giving away 2 7-tackle sets too, which relieves a lot of pressure. So a bit to work on to get us back into this game, but as I said, it's only 17 minutes gone.
So 8 points to 0 to the East Tigers with the kick to come.
Okay, and the line speed off that is okay. It's just their
This game day brought to you by Cash Converters, who's also our Cutters TV sponsor, but they're also the game day sponsor. So make sure that you get in there to Cash Converters. They do loans from 400 to 4,600. So if you want to get the missus a decent present and haven't got the chops for it, get down to Cash Converters. You can hock something. Try not to take her engagement ring or anything like that down, or sort of defeats the purpose in the end. But Cash Converters will help you out. And an unhappy night with the boot so far for the East kicker, who I haven't actually grabbed who that is, boys. Who is? It's Hughes, the winger, is the goal kicker. So, well, he is at the moment. He may not be for much longer. Tom Hughes, if he kicks kicking that way.
Yeah, well, at 8-0, the Cutters are probably pretty lucky there with the East having a lot of the ball. So, like Coop said, if they can complete their sets and keep them down the other end, and hopefully some points will come after that.
Jordan Emery square. Hold, go one.
Ever been to Cash Converters, boys, for anything?
No, I haven't.
I have. I've used their services back when I was a young fella. One of my mates was having a bit of a birthday do at a nice restaurant down in Brisbane. It's a Greek restaurant, actually. And I had no money. I wasn't even working. So I sold me TV, went to the Cash Converters with me tally, had a great night on the drink with the boys.
How good's that?
Nothing to watch the next day, though. Life can be full of regrets.
As long as you had a good night.
It was a great night. At the Great Greek at Paddington, it was. I remember it clearly. Don't know if it's still there. But it's worth selling your TV for. So thanks, Cash Converters, for helping a brother out that night. East with the penalty and on the attack again.
Move together. Right here. Hold. Hold here. Hold. Go one.
You see that?
Both teams struggling with completion, Paddy. I think our stats from the south has just come through again there.
Hold. Go two.
Yeah, Cutters 3 from 7 and these 4 from 8. So, well, yeah, the completion rates are about the same percentage. East have got the points on the board, don't they?
Ball out to Fold. At the back to Drinkwater. Cleaned up there by Hickson, actually. Hicko's got him. Drinkwater good under pressure there and keeps control of the ball. Oswald out this side here to Cooper. Cooper wrapped up.
Good rush defence at the moment from the Cutters.
Last
They just
tackle
need to
here,
finish
they've been
this set.
defending well. Cutters starting to switch on to the task. Oswald. Loose hands there from... oh, is that a try? Off hands.
Are you happy with the pass? Yeah, pass is backwards and everything's backwards off the plate.
Referee unsure.
Time on.
He's going to call that off Cutter's hands, and that's a try. Boys, we don't get the luxury of the replay here, unfortunately. What do you make of that one?
Just wait a moment.
Oh, yeah, it was probably another one in 50-50s. It's hard to see from this distance, but a couple of boys weren't happy there. But like we said, we're not that close to the try.
Yeah, it's probably a tough one, isn't it? The Cutters player more or less put his hands up and the ball come off him, so you would have to think, well, probably being a one-on supporter, but that ball must have went forward surely into the defensive line. But it's 4 points. Hodges isn't happy with it. He's pulled the ref out.
I can imagine that is one of those ones that you would think would... there must have been some doubt around it, really. Anyway, points are on the board. It's 12 points to 0.
Has been a change of goal kicking too.
Hughes has been hooked.
Hughes, yeah, got the hook, and Scotty Drinkwater has put himself up there. It's always easy to put yourself right in front, though.
Yeah, well done, Drinkwater. Cherry picker. I'm sure he can kick. What can't he do, Scott Drinkwater? He's actually a very exciting player, and if he comes north to the Cutters, to the Cowboys, I mean, I'd be nice if he was allocated down this way too, just quietly. But I think he'll play a fair bit of NRL. Cowboys having a heartbreaker last night. Not the best game to watch, but going down in Golden Point extra time by a field goal to the West Tigers. So that those losses are never easy to accept at home, but they're having injury problems, which affects the Cutters lineup also.
Yeah, the game before was a bit rough too, just quietly, Mackay. The old Titans.
The old Titans. Drinkwater slots that. It's 14 points to 0. with 18 minutes to go in this first half. The Cutters now under significant pressure not to let this game get away from them.
Yeah, they need to hit back. Like I said, need to get the ball down the other end, keep them down there, put some pressure on them.
It's probably the nature of those 3 tries, boys, is the most concerning. It's none were very difficult, quite scrappy really in the end. Kick-off now, deep to that bottom left corner. Cutters rush up as big slam of Lavia takes that ball forward again.
Hold, go one. Alex, move. Here, Mackay, right side. Hold, go 2.
There's some good contact there from the Cutters, but they still seem to be getting up a bit quicker, don't they, East?
Yeah, you look at the way Sam Lavia takes the ball to the line, gets a good contact early, drops to his belly and gets a quick play the ball. He's quite skilled at it, the big fella, to get down and back up to his feet quickly like that. Left side there, Drinkwater working around on that edge. Out the back there to Walters again. Walters looking around the middle of the ruck. Ball goes out the back again.
Last marker square here, Brendan.
See, they marched down to
Beatty.
with 60 metres off that set.
And Ford finds touch on the right-hand side of the park. And the Cutters will get the loose head and feed 10 out.
Yeah, they marched down 100 metres in that set, Mackay, didn't they? They got to about the 60, 65 and then put the boot down into the corner, so they're definitely rolling down the field too easy. That's something the Cutters are going to have to fix up.
The Cutters are definitely capable of defending this. I mean, we've got some injuries and unavailable players, but one thing that this lineup can do is execute decent defence, and so far we're yet to see it. I'm sure that'll be the message at half-time from the coach. So Cutters looking for a completed set here as they come out of their own end. 14-0 down, 15 minutes of running in this first half. Bowie hasn't had too much ball so far, Yamba.
Don't hold on, Yamba, go 2.
Treston.
Bennett, move. Here, Chris, hold, go 3.
Back outside to Perry.
Yes, he's on.
Penalty, Cutters. High shot again. Second high shot on the East Tigers.
I think it was a crusher tackle there.
Oh, Crusher, yep.
We have Bennett Leslie, I'm pretty sure, he ex-Cutters boy, but he is the leading, gives away the most penalties per game in the comp.
In the whole ISC, doesn't it?
In the whole ISC. Yeah, it's not a good stat to have, as he's getting put on report. I think he's also the most hairiest too.
He's a hairy man.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything besides the head and legs. What about the rest of him, Pete?
No, I haven't had the privilege to see any more either, but going off his legs, beard and chest, he's one hairy man.
Cutters now. Treston.
Go 2. Not right, Chris.
Gerard.
Crowd coming into it now too.
So, Cutters now with another chance. Penalty given to the Cutters for offside from the play the ball. Kenworthy needs to make a bit more of an impact. So he's fired up Jordan Kenworthy, strikes to the left-hand post. Hodges working there to Cook.
Yeah.
Cook on the right-hand side.
You've dropped it.
Another lost ball, is it?
Yeah, I think Cook lost it. Tresto missed a jump there. Semi
Another
ran
lost
out,
ball.
one out by himself. They didn't have any lead runner coming off his hip. Tresto's missed his assignment. Might not be able to hear with that bandage around his head.
So the Cutters really are their own than West Enemy at the moment. Second tackle, turning the ball over already. I mean, honestly, they need to do better, boys.
Yeah, they just down in the position where they want to be, and they just let the foot off the pedal there, don't they? With simple turnover. No, it's pretty simple from up here. Be a bit tougher down there, but the boys are good enough to complete that. There's better defence there by the Cutters.
Hold. Go 1.
Shot there.
There we go. There's the mistake.
Got the mistake. Well done. Hodges. Back to Paree. On the loose ball. 0 tackle. Restart here. 6 tackles remaining. Let's see if the Cutters can get through to an excellent completion this time round. Hodges. Inside there to Kenworthy. Kenworthy right of the uprights. Cutter set up to the left. Out to Paree. Out the back to Hickson. Hickson moving around. Hickson again. Making good ground there on the left-hand side. Second tackle.
Tigers just win that play. The ball back there.
Paree strong at the line. Tigers will hold him up. Hickson out to Batchelor. Low ball from Batchelor. Picked up there by the Tigers. It's a turnover again. Batchelor under pressure.
Cutters just 5 from 10 now, which would be 5 from 11. So they're not completing at 50%, so they're going to have to fix that up.
Jared McAnally centre field now for the Tigers. Oswald. Leslie. Cutters had an opportunity, couple opportunities, boys, and not converting yet. Drinkwater, dangerous. Inside ball there to the 11 in Jake Foster. Loose hands. Still play on. Tigers back to the left in Wilders. Outside there. And over in the corner. I think it's a 5 there in McAnally, and that is a try again to the East Tigers. Boys, this is not a good start.
Not good at all. How good's Drinkwater? He gets through that line, doesn't he? And he looks like he shouldn't offload, but every time he offloads, he's getting the perfect ball away. So, yeah, we need to fix it.
Once again, it comes down to not completing our sets. Get them an easy out down here, knock on, they pick it up and go 15 metres, and then the rest speaks for itself.
18 points to nil. Kick to come. Not an easy kick over that side for Drinkwater, but he'll have a crack. But Short Pup's going to have a bit to say at half-time here, boys, but the message is pretty clear, isn't it? It's all about discipline.
Yeah, and they just need to complete, don't they? They're probably pushing a few passes and whatnot, but ball control late in the middle of the set, they were just dropping the ball and turning it over. And East are too good. They're just rolling down the field with those opportunities.
Got stats coming in again tonight, boys, from Grant Ravelli from down in Brisbane. I was down in Brisbane this week, so I gave Ravsy a call and see if you want to go for a beer. But
you brushed her?
Just into the corporate world, mate. Just
it's
a different bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, I actually heard he's a Broncos supporter now too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's been there for 3 weeks.
It doesn't take long to jump on the bandwagon. Ravsy. Conversion now from Drinkwater wave to way. So it is 4 tries to nil, but only 18 points, luckily. So it could be a lot worse for the Cutters so far.
Yeah, the missed kick's definitely keeping the Cutters in the game, isn't it? So
they definitely need to be next to score, boys, at 18 points to nil. Game starting to get dangerously close to being beyond them, but plenty of time left, and a try here or before half time will certainly give them hope going into the second half.
The first choice goal kicker is actually out injured, who choose to be my old housemate, and Cutters Aaron Booth. He's just had a knee operation on his MCL, so all the best recovery, Boothie.
Yeah, Boothie's a great bloke.
Yeah, terrific bloke when he's asleep.
Tigers now looking for another one before half time. That's a 15 there, and Amy. VD out the back to Ford, and on to the 12 there, out there to Cooper, and inside to Tom Hughes. Hughes for the corner again, and very poor defence down that right-hand side here for the Cutters. There's hands on hips, boys. The body language is poor, and they need to find something quickly here.
Yeah, it's giving him too much space there. You I don't think the Cutters can afford to give East that much room. They a little bit slow to react, and they just went straight around them.
I'd say there is going to be a direct conversation had about effort in the halftime sheds.
I think I'll be taking my earplugs in there. It will be loud. Might go off like prawns in a bucket on a hot summer's day.
No doubt it will. Because all that you ever want from a footy team is effort.
Yeah.
I know these boys train hard all week. They're very passionate about playing for their club. But they've come out, they're just stuck in the barriers tonight. It's like bloody Chautauqua. They haven't jumped at all, have they? They want to come home like Chautauqua, I'm telling you, because it's in danger of getting ugly.
Yeah, and I think that's what we've been touching on all night, just with the ruck, isn't it? East are just a little bit more keener to get up first, and they're putting themselves into a position all the time to march down the field. So the Cutters, yeah, we've got to tighten it up and start by winning that ruck and keeping the ball down the other end.
Waved away again. It could potentially be 30 points to nil. It's 22. 7 minutes to go in the first half. There's still time for either team to score. The Cutters do not want it to be the Tigers scoring.
Yeah, East are just moving that ball around, aren't they? And that movement's just killing the Cutters at the moment. They're going through us in the middle and they move the ball around and hit us on the edge.
So Cutters now trying to keep East down this end so they get a ball in decent position to have a shot before the end of the half. Vetty gets the ball away. It's out there to Eisenhuth. That's Tyron Amy. Grenke it is, sorry.
Grenke, yeah, 2 runs in that set for him.
Big Grenke, a big pack.
Good shot there from Kenworthy.
Kenworthy forcing the turnover. Cook. Cutters on the halfway. Needing some joy. Brock now. Big Jack Brock. Hodges to Treston. Looking resplendent in white headband. Back there to Kenworthy. Third tackle. Oh my God, Father. Turnover there from Treston. There's nothing going righty tonight, boys, so far.
Nah, and that set sort of sums up the Cutters' night, doesn't it? They weren't too bad for the first few, but then just to finish it like that. Not what chasing is. Bacho there's coming out of the line trying to inspire his team.
Grenke on 2, Amy. Centre Park.
Just got to keep the Korea Cutters. They're trying to shoot out the line, but they're just leaving gaps. So with Billy Walters and
Walters and Eisenhuth, I think, losing the ball there. So that'll be East knock on with the Cutters feed. There is some talent in this East side, but
Yeah, it's
the Cutters, we can expect a better showing than this, boys.
Yeah, it's a quality side. You can't argue with that. But like you said, I think the effort's got to be there. And
Yeah, no, when Mackay had the ball, Billy's raked it forward.
Cutters just need to work on the execution. Just a few little drop balls and not completing those sets.
Pat, you were lucky enough to head north for the Marlins Carnival last week up in Townsville.
Yeah, lucky enough to went up with under 16s. Tom Heggie coached that side, so I went up with him and
we had some joy there. So we
yeah,
had
it was
a good carnival.
Yeah, we weren't unlucky. We were beaten by a good Townsville side. They they're exceptional. There's a lot of Kerwin boys there from out of town that plays for Townsville, but our boys are good. I think we got around about 8 or 9 in the NQ side.
Yeah.
The 16s girls won. The 15s, they got a few in the NQ side as well. And the 13s and 14s boys won as well.
It was good to see one of my boys, actually, that I'm coaching school footy, Darcy Clark, who's player of the carnival up there. Young Darcy is a very good young front rower, and we're pretty excited about great young kid too, and pretty excited about what he's been able to do so far. So we'll nurture him through the Cutters Academy as well with all the other great kids we got there, boys and girls, and great to see them trotting around out here one day for the QCCS Mackay Cutters.
I think Yamba's copped one across the chops here. He called a timeout for blood bend, so must have got a fair arm there.
It's good to see all the young Cutters are very proud to wear the Cutters colours. One of the great changes we've made the last couple of years is to change the Mackay Junior Rugby League program over to the Cutters brand, moving away from the traditional Sea Eagles. And they get great joy in calling themselves a Cutter.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And like I said, it's a great pathway, hasn't it, to come through, hopefully to IOC and then hopefully on to the Cowboys. So Scotty Thorburn and the people at the academy, they're doing a great job, and they had great results again this year.
Together! Square, Billy, Tyrone, hold, go, 2.
So 3.5 minutes left in the half. It'd be great to get some points.
It would be. Another drop ball. Kenworthy. Loose carry again. The completion is terrible. We'll get some updated stats on the completion rate.
Go 0.
It's pretty poor currently.
Yeah, it's not pretty. And Toy's looking to attack that left-hand edge. I think Yamba's still down, is he?
I think he is still.
Stop play.
I think he might have a bit of
I
a
know what's
gash.
happened to our stats, man. Probably getting distracted with the Dom Perignon and bloody caviar down there in Brisbane. There.
Yeah, that's what they drink down the southeast corner, isn't it?
I think in his house in Ascot there, it's just got on tap. Just turns on the tap. Bit of Dom Perignon comes out down there at Grant Ravelli's.
Would not surprise me at all.
5 out of 13, he says. That is unacceptable. He's not fantastic at 9 from 15, but 5 from 13 is...
It's not good.
Needs to be rectified.
Oh, Yamba might have a fair knock here, eh?
3 minutes still remaining in this first half. Looks like Treston's coming in for an assessment, is he? He always looks like he's done a tough Tresto, doesn't he? Like, he looks like he's just come out of the trenches at Gallipoli or something. It's just war-torn.
He is a 40-20. Looks 40, just 20 years of age. He's a workhorse, though.
A few fans out here of the Cutters TV live stream crew walking past.
Giving us a bit of lip as they go past.
Yeah. We cop it all up here, folks. Get the bird, abuse.
That's what I do. A bit of break and play. How's this net going, you reckon? It's a bit sad looking. It's very droopy.
It's just sagging. Oh, it's just...
I don't understand why there's 7 foot of net covering the fence. The fence is there doing its job. The net's not doing its.
Yeah, it's just...
I might.
It's just half... It's like half-mast, isn't it, really? Like,
I think we should set up a committee, a net committee.
yeah.
And
Just needs to stiffen up.
yeah, get it done properly.
Like, are you able to get Viagra for nets? I don't know.
We're going to have to look at some. I mean, if you're going to do something, you'll do it properly. And it's just not done properly.
You can't fault the work of Mario Fat now, though. He's an innovator. He's an ideas man.
The ideas are, yeah, exactly, but the just hasn't been executed.
Under 20s having a break for a couple of weeks now. Around this middle of the season. So the under 20s, I think Garrett Smith was training with the squad this week. Was he 18th man this week, Garrett? Do you know? Or we didn't go with an 18th man, or he was?
Yeah, Garrett was 18th man. I think it was between him and Jobsy to get the spot.
Okay.
Jobsy's got a bit more experience into the back row, which he might have to do a bit of rotation through. So Josby got the nod this week, but Garrett won't be far off. I went down and watched him in Toowoomba last week in terrible conditions down there, and he was a standout player, and I think he's been a standout player for him all year, actually.
He has. He's within his age group. He has always been one of the best front rowers in the state, often making Queensland. 15 schoolboys, 18 schoolboys, under 16s and 18s, QRL sides. Garrett's definitely got a big future, and we're looking forward to his ISC debut, which I'm sure will happen sometime this year. East Tigers now attacking, looking for more points before the end of the half.
Yeah, just 2.5, or a bit over 2.5 minutes to go. So Cutters will be looking to hold them out here, wrap that ball up. And
so it's a 14 on now, which is Ralph. Ball out the back there to hit Cooper again. Batchelor got him and into touch.
And that's better defence, and the Cutters crowd like that. And that's good.
The left edge, the right edge back rower there for East Tigers there, Cooper. Bill Cullen, he's another St. Brendan's boy as well, isn't he?
No, he's Calliope. He's from down in that country. Yeah, he's only just got a release from Capras, I think a week and a half ago.
That's right. I think he played for... That's right. He did play for Cap back in the day, but Port Curtis boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's from down that way. Terrific player. He can put a hit on. He's probably the one fellow I would never run at. He has got a set of shoulders on him.
So CQ boy down there.
He actually did a stint down at Raiders last year also.
Yeah.
So
he's a good player, Bill Cullen. Bowie's getting across the field. 1:38 on the clock. O'Brien.
Jobsy.
And gets a penalty.
Albert, guys. Albert, it's dangerous.
Lanky back row, John O'Brien.
I'm trying to get them away for you.
A couple of years back when we had an enjoyable season with under 20s and Grant Ravelli coach side making it to the grand final there of the under 20 competition, and the tall timber of O'Brien and Batchelor were the left side edge, so John over there on the right side this time. But he's quite the player, John O'Brien. He suffered injuries through his formative years, but he's a good player, and he's finding the confidence now that he can compete at this level, which we know he can. Hodges working around the middle. 30 seconds to go. Cutters would love a result here.
Oh, big shot
there.
there.
Munro, and that's a penalty. High shot. Dave Munro straight around the chops. He doesn't like it. And time's still ticking away, so the Cutters will be off staying out of this and going for a tap.
Clock's still running, so we'll just cut his waist. And, oh, there we go. He's pulled her up.
13 seconds to go. See if I can hear what the referee's saying. Can't get audio on them tonight.
Yeah, I think he said he just wanted to talk to the captain at half time rather than now. Just wanted play to continue on.
Cutters fine touch. They've got time for one, maybe two plays here before the half-time break. They'd love a score to go in.
Should be one last play. See if they put something on.
One play here. Hickson, and the ball's going to go in a touch. And a scrappy end to a scrappy half. Cutters really, really struggling here tonight. However, it's 22 points down and a half of football to go. They had the talent to come back and make a game of it. They need to reassess at half-time what they need to do and the commitment required, which I'm sure is there, but it's just not coming in the execution. So Cutters coming off the field.
Yeah, a little bit of a blue here.
It is a blue. Having started the vision of this, we love a good stink on the Cutters TV. So just a few words getting spoken. Who was that between, Paddy?
Kenworthy was the Cutters man, and not sure about the East player.
I think it's all sort of broken up.
The 15.
At this point in time, well, it's Tyrone Emery. He's so anyway, that's the end of it. I think they're all going to settle down now. It's half time. We'll be back at the end of this half with the second half action. and hopefully a better effort from the QCCS Mackay Cutters.
Cash Converters Mackay. Whether it's an unexpected dental bill, tyres for your car, or a last-minute invitation to an overseas wedding, our cash loans and personal loans can help. We understand that things can get a little confusing when it comes to short-term loans. That's why at Cashies Mackay, we've made the process as simple as possible. Plus, need a new car or motorbike? Apply now and get pre-approved finance before you start shopping. Get sorted at Cashies. Cash Converters Mackay, 36 Sydney Street.
We don't need kids anymore. We just need adults. So put your beers out. Not kids, get that to go out instead. He's just got to put his beer on. He's not going to pump all his drink. Good adult. Come on, Liam. Okay, folks, thanks to Cash Converters, the half-time okay here at Biggie Free Stadium. We've got the kids ready to go. There's $200 up for grabs for the kids race, $300 for the adults. And I can tell you there's only like a 3, maybe 4 adults, so you've got the chance to get out there now, as far as the adults go. Well, we do have one. Put your drink down. Come on out. No, she's not going out either. Look, she's already going. I didn't see the rest from here. Okay. All we have to do is do the sweep, the dash to cash from the other sideline. Race pass. First one to get the ribbon, obviously, is the winner. So, we'll start with the kids. Leanne is just giving them instructions to the other side of the field. We're going for the kids first. Some of them are getting ready. When you hear the hooter, that's when it's time to come up. On your marks. Get set. Hang on. Wait. Go back. No. Go back. All over the numbers. Okay, those kids are just went over the top. Now you've got to race back. Because I said no. You've got to wait for the hooter first. Yeah, a couple of racers there. I'll let it go. Why not?
Is this on? Hello. I reckon it might turn on if I allow it to.
But it comes together. Alright, let's try this again.
That little kid in the top shall win.
Get set. Go! And we are $200
Till they got off to a false start.
Here he is with the hit. David, mate. David, how you doing, mate? Give a hit. Give you a foot. All right, $200 with you. Pick out a foot, David. Okay, now we come down.
Tilda. You want to have a rerun?
Okay, go. Please get out of the way, otherwise we'll get power over. Oh, that was close.
It was close.
You know what? I'll be glad we moved the finish line from the other side like that.
Tilda.
Yeah, we're going to go a winner here as well. Make some cash winners. Oh, I don't know what it is. Even mate, is that Moses? It's going to set the free range on us. Use another one. Oh, I was going to say, you've got to scout around all the boys. The good ones and swimmers on the second very much to thank the winners. Big round of applause from all of our contestants and also round from from Cash Converters as well. Now we've got about 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go before we get ready for the second half here at Mackay Stadium.
Step into savings with Family Saver sessions at BCC Cinemas. Movie tickets are just $12.50 to the latest family releases like these.
There's a snake in my boot.
I got a feeling, it's all feeling good.
Whoa, you need help? No, I got it. I want you to meet Forky. He's a spork.
What are you doing here? I thought the store had no return policy.
Oh, my. That sheep has 3 heads. No. Gonna have nightmares.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, Maxie, let's say we go for a walk.
I gotta admit, this is nice.
I don't want to go to the vet.
The vet? No!
Let's go, buddy.
You tricked me!
First time here?
Yeah?
Oh, Dr. Francis is the best veterinarian in the business. You're gonna love him. He specializes in behavioral disorders.
But I don't have a behavioral disorder.
Yeah, I'm fine, too. It's my human that's nuts. I mean, you know, I bring her a dead bird, she throws it out. I bring her a dead mouse right in the garbage. There's nothing I do good enough for you, mother!
Okay.
I run and I run and I run and I run and I get out, and I've gone nowhere. Nowhere! My owner always says, you're such a good dog, and I feel like a good dog, but what if deep down I'm a bad dog? What if I'm a bad dog, huh?
We start fires.
That was weird.
Oh, sister, it's gonna get way weirder.
Buy your Family Saver tickets now at eventcinemas.com.au or at the box office.
Cash Converters Mackay want to buy all your unwanted gold. Make the most of their Gold Rush promotion and sell your unwanted gold rings, bracelets, bangles and more for some unbeatable cash prices. Cash Converters Mackay.
If you catch the ball on the floor in the stadium, you have to lose thanks to Briscoe Ball Sinners. Remember, it is always
Welcome back to Cutters TV. We are live from BB Prince Stadium here with the Cutters versus the East Tigers. And today's game day is sponsored by Cash Converters Mackay. So if you're local here in Mackay, get down to Cash Converters there at 36 Sydney Street. Personal loans available $400 to $4,600. So do all sorts of things, that sort of money, boys. Had a bad day on the punt, need to get it back in the account for the Mrs. Caesar. Get down to Cash Converters, sort you out.
I've got a couple of guitars there that probably get me out of strife every now and again.
All good? Yeah, mate, you got me down here? Yeah, mate.
So all sorts of things down there. And great supporters of Cutters TV and Rugby League in Mackay, Cash Converters.
Yeah, take puppies. I got one there I'm pretty sick of.
I'll take anything at cash converters, mate. Just got to negotiate a price. Cutters looking for redemption in the second half. Play underway. And Cutters this time running into... It's pretty still evening out there, but they're running into the breeze that is there. And East running right to left along the field. Cooper, what did Pup have to say at half-time?
Yeah, as thought, he wasn't too impressed. He did mention the completion rates. And he just said, take it personal, boys. Outplay that opposition number. He said, don't worry about the score good. It's only 22-0. But yeah, just take it personal and work ourselves back into this game.
Kick over the top there. Anderson coming back to cover. And is just in the field of play. So Carl Anderson covering that. Very good kick there from the Tigers. I think that was Fold or Drinkwater, one of the two, kicking back down there. And East really trying to lock the Cutters down here.
Yeah, they mean business. Don't they? They've got that kick right down the corner and they've put some pressure up. And a lucky one there from the Cutters. Can't get a piggyback out of their own 10-metre zone.
I think Bill Cullen on that side, the offender.
Stay behind. Just wait, no.
So picking him for ruck infringement again. The referee's been on to this all game. And Cutters will get a relieving penalty. Luckily so, because East were really aiming up in defence there. So Bella there with the hit up. Yet to see Tyler Gardner enter the fray, the 14 on the bench there for the Cutters, who played his first game for the Cutters last weekend in PNG.
That's better meters there from the Cutters.
Munro. Good yard so far. Kenworthy. Just one out, but I think that's all they want at the moment, boys, is to get to their kick.
Yeah, one out. Just a bit of push through support. You know, you get flies off him as Brocky goes through again.
Yeah, there's no one with him again, so definitely need to push up there.
This is a better set from the boys, though.
They're marching right upfield here. Last tackle here. Out the back to Hickson. Hickson grabbing kick through. And grounded there by the East Tigers. Best set of the game for the Cutters.
Yeah, that's great work there from the Cutters, and that's exactly what Shep would have wanted the boys to bounce back. Got a lucky penalty there early, but they capitalised on it and got himself a repeat set, which I don't think we got any in the first half, if I'm right.
Okay, 20 seconds. I'm fine.
Yamba only had a busted lip, but it's a fair chunk out of his lip, so no club kissing for Yamba tonight.
Oh, it's unlucky, girls. We'll have to kiss him somewhere else other than on the lips tonight. So, on the cheek. Bella on the left-hand side. Loose ball.
Our feed, yeah, he stripped it there, so it looks like Cutter's going to still get
Cutter's
the feed.
Yep, he's played at that one. Crowd built up nicely, not as big, no 20s game today, so that does affect the crowd here at BB Print. But it's a happy crowd. Kids are out.
Yeah, great weather for rugby league.
A few interesting looking characters around. They let Shane Mowan again. I thought we were going to get rid of him. Pat, no joy there.
Yeah, not sure how he
in.
keeps getting in. Yeah, I think his wife does a bit of work here, so she sneaks him in.
There has to be something. There's his wife there, actually. He's done well for himself now. Cutters on the attack. Oh, terrible play the ball there from Cook. And he has just dropped that cold, unfortunately. So East will have the loose head and feed here with the infringement.
Bring it back, East. Work, East. Tyrone, just make sure you're around Tom. Yep, thanks, guys. Left leg forward, please, Jake. Hookers strike first, then props.
So hopefully Cutters can bounce back and square up with some good defence. And God, he looks electric, doesn't he, Drinkwater?
Yeah. Dangerous, all right.
I'd hate to defend him.
You'd have him covered, Pat. So Tigers now look good all night, really. Completions let them down too, but Better completion there now. Terrible pass there from Albert VD. Hospital pass out there, I think, to Grenke, and he's dropped the ball there under tight defence from the Cutters. So
yeah,
the Cutters will have another shot.
Yeah, another thing Pup mentioned was line speed, and that's what forced that error there, was the line speed led by Jaden Hodges. You know, the first 3 steps off the line, sprinting at the attack, sorry. And, you know, they always had that little look up there, and he's just dropped it clean. Hands like a brown snake.
Yep, you're in, Scott. Jaden, bring him in. Sand ball in. Put it in. Out. Next time.
Hickson to Mackay's favourite ranger in Bachelor. There's another one for the ladies, actually. I think Bacho's got I think he's still single, surprisingly so.
Yeah, I think his workload's too big with Powerfast and Mackay Cutters. He's just all work, no play, the poor fella.
Be a good catch, though, isn't it? Yeah, nice young
Great
bloke.
catch.
If you like the wild, Braveheart looking.
2 for 1 as well. You can turn him upside down and using him as a broomstick.
Munro. Classic comments from Bambley. And penalty here from the Cutters. Another ruck infringement, almost deliberate that time. East Tigers want to be careful here. Want to give 10 away. Kenworthy. Strong to the post. Cutters looking for a shot.
This looks like our best chance for the night.
Hodges in the dummy half. He's got Cook out to the right. Back to Munro. Hickson to the left. Kenworthy again. Kenworthy to the line. Just short.
What was that, third tackle?
Dropped it again on the third. Cutters looking likely, boys, but the same old problems.
Yeah, well, like we said, they need to complete the set, and that's not completing the set. It was only 3 in, and well, if he was scored a try, it would have been great, but we still had another couple of tackles up our sleeve to pressure that line and try and get the ball back again.
Been unhappy night for Kenworthy. A couple of drop balls close to the line there that he always looked like he's that threatening, he's that good that you could turn that around. East Tigers also looking to complete a set, who have been found wanting in that area also.
Hold Jordan, hold, go 3.
Yeah, that's it. They are in the same boat, but they seem to be able to convert what possession they have had to points, which the Cutters haven't.
Good smothering defence there by Cook on his opposite number, Walters. Tyrone Emery.
Oh, he's dropped that. And again from Hodges there, pushing up.
Yeah,
Coop, you said that earlier.
So, the Tigers, they're yet to complete a set this half also, except for the first one, I think, from the kick-off.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the field out there. Must be a bit dewy or something. The pool must be pretty slippery.
There is a bit of dew around.
I suppose that not much wind again to just be holding there. Pretty easy up here saying hold the pool though. I've had no errors tonight.
Cook feeds the scrum. Hodges to the back to Hickson. Out there to Anderson. Bachelor juggles the ball. That retains it. So an early shift off the scrum. Back to Anderson.
Coop, do you think the East defence been that great, or has our attack been that poor we haven't been able to score any points?
It's been solid East defence. Penalty.
Penalty for the play the ball.
That's not going to impress Pup, that one.
Oh,
attack hasn't been flash at all. Like I said, we haven't completed well. I think Pup brought up a stat there. Our positive finishes in good ball for the whole first half was at 14%. So that's that's at this level, it's not good enough.
I'm just looking at the trainer there, Chad Buckby, with the double towel arrangement on his shorts. He looks like he's wearing some sort of Samoan
Scorts.
tribal war dress or something. I don't know.
It's just underbelly sweat, that is. That's the only reason he's got 2 there. He gets real bad sweats.
So yeah, it's just his errors. It's hard to watch, but we love him, so we'll stick with him. East Tigers now at the footy. Out the Walters, inside ball there to Drinkwater. Fleet of foot gets a ball out to Fald, and out there on that side to Foster.
Quick play of the ball there. It was good.
Still 3.
Marker defence, but they were going up the middle.
16 there in Allman. Drop ball there.
Good
Pass
defence
under
there.
pressure there, and that was again
Cook. Oh, they dropped it.
Yeah, Tyrone Amy again. So he's had a difficult night with the ball too. So it has been dewy last couple of nights. Hot days at the moment for the middle of June. So looking for some cooler weather up here in the tropics.
Looks like Tyler Gardner's going to come on too.
Let's go, bend your backs. Club's coming in.
So 14 and Gardner will come on.
Yeah, you're on the outside.
Playing the utility role tonight. Where's he going to play, Cooper?
I dare say he'll come on and give Hodjo a spell. He's got a bit of aggression about him, and he doesn't mind getting up underneath the ball, rattling him through the ribs. So, yeah, as Hodjo comes off now, Gardner's going to go on.
O'Brien.
Very enthusiastic Eastern defence here. Oh. Hasn't been a happy night for the middle.
No, it's just one error after another.
Hold, go 0.
So that cut on Yamba Bowie's lip is causing some grief down there, and Baker calling for the first aid there. But as play goes on, East Tigers out to the right-hand side of the field.
Go. I've got tackle 2.
Back to Amy there, around the centre of the field, forward pass. So Cutters let off the hook again by an East error. This is not exactly showcasing the free-flowing nature of rugby league, this game this evening, boys.
Nah, it's definitely been stop-start. Just got a stat through there. Tyler made his debut 2 years ago versus East. So he's getting another shot against them. So happy ground for him. Hopefully he can spark the boys into getting some points on the board.
Because at the moment, Pat, you would have seen better skills in the under-10s game, Wanderers versus Serena today, wouldn't you?
Definitely did, mate. And they got a win too, which is very rare for the boys. So I have to give them a little shout out. They were into me. Big win for them, even though we don't score.
It's all about participation, apparently. So anyway, as long as they're having fun. High shot there. Thank you. Penalty again. So another one, I think, on Yamba.
His lip must swell up that big. It's just a target now. Every single one he's getting a forearm. He's tasted, I think, 6 players' forearms tonight.
Yamba, stay outside.
Cutters desperate for points. 26 minutes remaining. Plenty of time for a few tries. They've looked better already, just not quite getting a good run from John O'Brien.
Just poking their head through there. It's a nice run.
He's bringing the energy, Big Jobsy.
Hold, go 2.
Gerard. Middle of the field.
Go 3.
Gardner out to Hickson. Good inside ball there. Rossbella.
That's better. They had players there pushing up all the side, but it still didn't win the ruck there. But
back to Brock. Inside of Munro. Working to the posts. Cutters looking for points. Gardner in the dummy half. It's last here. Hickson. Grubbing kick through. Played at. East will have it. Sprung to the commentary box. Under 20s coach Michael Comerford. Camo, week off this week.
Yeah, mate, got the next 2 weeks off. The whole comp has a break this part of the season, so the boys will freshen up and be ready for South Logan in 2 weeks' time.
So your boys back having a run for their local clubs this weekend?
Yeah, most of them are going back this weekend, so it's a really good opportunity to for them to go back to their clubs, and a lot of them are...
Another loose carry there from the Tigers. So Tigers have actually been pretty ordinary in the second half with their completions.
Yeah, so a lot of the boys are very proud of their to play for their club, so a good opportunity to send them back for this week. They'll have next weekend off and then be fresh for that South Logan game.
So it's the first completed set for the Cutters this half, and I don't know if East Tigers have actually had one. So, but still, the scoreboard would show the East have had the better of the ball. So the Cutters definitely looking to rectify that. Come on, last week the boys scored their 4th win on the trot, or 5th win on the trot there against the Western Mustangs. So you're in a rich vein of form at the moment. Tell us about how that game panned out.
Well, we just identified we kind of we had to win those games, to be honest. After we dropped 4 in a row, so we identified that that patch of the season that we needed to win every game, and the boys bought into it and got it done. And the trick now will be to actually reset after this 2-week break, and I think we've got 3 games and another break, so just look at it in small blocks for the rest of the season.
So we'll just go back to the play here quickly. So Hickson now at the ball, left side of the park. Back to Gerard, working back to the centre.
Josh, move! Just to me. Hold. Go 2.
Cook to Munro. He's been good. Munro's has been on the park, bringing the aggression.
Jesse, give him room! Hold. Go 3. Outside.
Flat ball there to Gerard again, I think. No, that is Brock, I think.
Hand in. Too slow.
And penalty Cutters. So they're going to take the tap, you would imagine. 2 points.
Just 1 foot, Brett. 1 foot.
Be as useless as a one-legged man in a butt-kicking competition this stage of the game. Munro working hard. Cutters set up both sides.
Go 1. Outside. He goes through.
Oh, Hickson.
Play on. Go. No.
So the Cutters turn the ball over again.
Let him up.
Just with this game here, Michael, what do you think the story is so far tonight?
Very poor handling, probably from both teams, to be fair, but the Cutters probably just a little bit lower in the error. There you see another error there from East. So neither team's really got going. It's East have probably had a little bit more energy with their attack, and that's what's got them in front on the scoreboard. But yeah, both teams' handling's been quite poor, and it's been a pretty stop-start game.
It's been a poor game. It was lucky the All Abilities game was on early. This was get to see some quality so far tonight. So, because this has been dreadful so far. It was great to see that game earlier. Just young people out there having a good game and enjoying playing here at the stadium. So the All Abilities comp, I think Mackay is the only All Abilities rugby league competition in Queensland, I heard, or at least in the regional areas. So great initiative there by the local NRL people.
By the looks of it, Tresto's been ruled out. He's back in his long shorts and polos down there on the bench, so he's come to a concussion, I dare say. That's what he got pulled off for, so he'll take no longer part of this game.
Good opportunity for John O'Brien tonight. I think he's been really good so far.
Out the back here, so sorry, Camo. Just to Anderson now at the ball. Cutters had all the ball down this end of the first half. Really need to convert into points here. Just need to maintain their patience. Munro again, it's getting through a pair of works. He's been on the field, Dave Munro. He's probably going to play out the game too with that injury to Treston. Good set move there. And referee's going to call an obstruction.
Yeah, Garden there just running behind Alex Gerard by the looks of it.
So just poor execution in the end. So Garrett Smith, Camo was 18th man, trained with the IC this week. Obviously, you'd love to have him in your side, but it seems that IC debut is probably imminent for the big fella.
Yeah, I think so, and we'd love to see that. As much as we'd miss having him out there on the field. We've seen a couple of our boys go up last year, and I think the boys actually get a bit of a boost out of seeing that. So even though you'd miss his presence on the field, I think the group actually gets a bit of energy from seeing our boys progress through the system, and especially Garrett he really earns every reward he gets with how hard he plays. So I think it's definitely something that'll happen before the end of the season, hopefully, and we're definitely wishing that for him.
Well, mate, wish you all the very best the next few games. So hope the run of 5 on the trot continues, and the for and against me looking pretty good too, mate. It's just going to find touch just centimetres inside that corner post. Bowie willing that over the line. So yes, you've racked up some good scores. That's probably the other good thing. I'll stand you good stead before the end of the year, because you haven't ever lost by many either. Yeah,
so for and against wise, and I think it'll be crucial towards the end of the year. The table's quite congested at the moment, so we're in 7th, but we're only a win or 2 away from 3rd. So come the back end of the year, where the top 8 will start to even out, that for and against could be crucial. So yeah, hopefully we continue with South Logan and then back here for Townsville in a few weeks' time, and keep that winning streak going.
Yeah, we wish you all the very best, mate. It's a bit of a shame we don't get to see the 20s up here for some time, so we look forward to the next time we get to cheers on here at BB Print. So thanks very much for coming up, mate.
No worries, mate. Anytime.
And we'll catch up with you next home game. So still 22 points to 0, 19 minutes remaining in the game. It's been a scrappy affair to say the least, and neither team probably walking away proud of their efforts so far, but East Tigers were able to take the advantage of some loose defence early in the first half. Another drop ball there again. Might check the NRL for a bit of an update. So in the South Sydney game, full time there, 19 points to 18 to the Penrith Panthers. So there goes my multi, boys. I'm having as much joy with my tipping as what the Cutters are having with completing a set.
And then the ISC, Capras and South Logan, 24-all draw.
Wow, okay.
The Bears beat the Devils 26-12. Hunters went down, just last week. And 15 minutes in, Jets are up on the Blackhawk 6-0.
So, big game coming up this evening from Bankwest Stadium there, Parramatta versus the Brisbane Broncos. So, looking forward to getting a bit of joy at the end of this game.
Are they undefeated there?
What's that Para?
Yeah.
I think so. Unfortunately, every time they go away from there, they get absolutely humiliated. So, I'm not crowing.
18 minutes to go, still no points for the Cutters.
He's here. The back there to Ford. And then to Drinkwater. No, sorry, that's Walters on that side. Beatty. Albert Beatty through the centre. Trying to get the loose ball away.
Go for. That right side needs to step, mate.
Very aggressive in their running, East, haven't they, Mackay? They, whenever they're on the ball, they're trying to get through that middle and
really
find their front.
Outsized, I think. Out the back here, Walters. Back to the right-hand side and Drinkwater with the kick over the top, and easily taken there by Paulie Burns. He'll come back for the 7-tackle restart. Sorry, that's Anderson, Pete. Yep, covering that one.
Looks like it'll be a positional change. I think Carla might be going left wing with Paulie Burns in the middle.
Yep. Gardner.
Jake. Push up, Jake. Go. That's right.
Gerard.
Move on, mate. Hold. Go through. Come 10.
Now in the centre of the field.
On the mark, Amber. Hold. Go for.
Back to Higson. Ball out there. Ross Balla.
Court, knock on.
Seriously, like, usually excellent hands. Tonight, hands like a digital clock.
Yeah, he's been good all year, especially at home, Mackay, hasn't he? But catches like that, you'd like to think that the boys are capable enough just to pull them in and get through.
You have these games. It's sometimes when the yips set in early, it's hard to shake.
Well, I think this half has been more... the scoreboard's reflected this half more what the game's like. Tigers got 22 points on the Cutters in the first half, but really both sides haven't been doing too much. But they've been doing enough.
One thing with the Cutters' second half, East haven't been any better, really, the ball handling. So.
Yeah.
Straight away, John. To me. Hold. Go to. Dave, when he gets there, is what she gets. Okay, up and square, Dave. Right side. Hold. Hold. Go through.
Oswald back on now for East Tigers, back into the 9 position.
Keep going. Alex.
They seem to find their fronties, don't they? Whereas Cutters are getting rolled on their back and taking longer to play that ball, and East are just rolling through that middle.
Hold. Go.
Last tackle, high ball from Fuld. And good hands there from Anderson. Burns. I got to check the I'll go to Specsavers during the week, boys. Sorry about that.
Go 0.
Wish I'd stay in the same spot. Less confusing.
Straight away, Jesse. Go 1. Sam up. Space. Hold. Go 2.
Cutters just need some points. Give the fans something to cheer for. And there's Yamba again around the centre of the park.
Come here. To me.
No.
Hold. Knock on.
Drop ball again.
Yeah, no, very satisfied with all those ones in the lead up there, though. Yep, cool. Okay. All of us. I'm not sure I picked this one. Over here, ice drums here. First knock on was here. Heads in tight, Chris. Arms up, Jordan. Second row is Mackay.
East Tigers the feed here.
Heads in tight, ball in. Out. Up and out. Stand square, John. Sam, hold. Go 1. Keep on the mark of that. Ross, move.
So we've got 12 minutes remaining in this game. Penalty there to the East Tigers, and that's what happens so often in these games where players are frustrated, things aren't going their way, it's getting a little bit physical, and just a little bit of nonsense going on out there.
I'd love to see Rossi in a scrap. I don't know how it'd go.
Well, in the typical Balla fashion, can't really throw him, but he can take a few punches.
I've got a good chin on him.
Yeah, he's good chin.
I think he nearly bit off a bit more than he could chew there. Big Sam Levere. He would have heavy hands. Built like an upside down pyramid, all upper body.
Sam Levere is
a monster.
He is huge. Very good 80, 100 yards away, and he looks big from up here, I'm telling you.
He's a gentle John. I've played a lot of representative football with him, and he's probably the nicest bloke you ever meet. If you had 10 years of knowing him, I don't think I've ever heard one.
Well, that's good because
nasty comment out of his mouth.
Yeah, as they often are. It's big fella though. Anyway, East frustration continues with the footballers. They drop the ball as well. 11 minutes to go.
Come off. Stay in position. You can stand up.
But these guys win the double down here in front of us, did they?
Well, they need the 6 to score, I think.
Oh, the 6. They need Sam Cook to score to get the double. So if any blokes don't need the money, it's the 2 clowns sitting down in front of us, Karrisk and McLeod. I hope they donate that to Beanies for Brain Cancer, because those two...
They've sold enough houses this month.
Mate, that is sitting... They sit around that office there at Guardian in a bathtub just swimming in cash, just nude in the cash. But if you want to sell a house, go to Guardian Real Estate. Great sponsors of Mackay Cutters, so selling or buying. Cutters now with the ball again. Crowd baying for a try here to cheer them on, and
they need to give us some.
Game's probably just beyond them now with 11 minutes to go, but
good run.
Need to finish off well here. Emery Perry will get the penalty.
High contact.
High shot again.
Okay, Emery. Mark's here. They're in the middle, mate.
Put a little attack and play on here, Coop, you think?
Yeah, definitely. At least get a repeat set just at the end of it, eh? And might not score this set, but just a little bit of pressure to finish this off the last 10 minutes. You know, get some positive out of this game. But at the moment, it's pretty hard viewing.
So it's Emery Perry working to the post. Hodges in a dummy half. Set up left and right. They go right. Cook out the back there to Paulie Burns. Out to Yamba Bowie. And success for the Cutters. But Bowie gets a 4-pointer.
It's good to see the crowd come into it. The boys in the Guardian box won't be happy with the 6 didn't cross.
So go yourself, Cook. Go yourself, they were saying. But
yeah, and I think that just goes to show it's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? The boys, they crossed the line pretty easily there, and if they had to play their sets out all night, they could probably be getting those rewards all night.
Just the weight of possession there. Yamba Bowie, sponsored by AJK Contracting. Fantastic sponsors of Yamba and the Cutters. And they, with the try there, Carlin Anderson pushes it across the face of goal. And the score remains 22 points to 4 with 9 minutes remaining here in this half. And the Cutters a little bit of wind in their sails, boys. They could time for another 1 or 2.
It's just good to see the boys have a positive play and finish that set with the try. So they've got it in them. Just need to see more of it.
Off the foot. Keep going, keep going.
Your wobbly old kick.
Now as a shockers, those ones to take, but
Go back, Ross.
Ross Bello will play the ball.
Hold, go one.
Perry. Big Emery.
Good run there for Perry. Oh, little swinging arm there from the 16.
Go two.
Kenworthy.
Another one there, a little Bantam Rooster.
Hold, go three.
Who is it? Gerard.
Don't hold on, Alex. Go four. Last, give me room. Hold, go. He's clear.
High kick. Pressure for Drinkwater. Swallows that. Good chase there by Big Johnny O'Brien.
Big Jobsy.
That's one. Stay on out of play. Stay on out of play. Alex, Jaden. On the mark, Tom. Don't let go, Tom. Tom. Nah, not having it.
Penalty there to the Cutters. Yeah, John O'Brien's been good, boys, in his first game for the year. Great to see him
he's
out
been
there.
good, mate.
So he brings a bit of energy there.
Yeah, he's been competing, hasn't he, in everything he does. So I think that's what we missed tonight. Everyone just that effort on effort. So It's good to see someone out there ripping in.
He's had a few nicknames over the years. Johnny O'Brien is Johnny A. Jobsy. We used to call him Melman there for a while after the giraffe from Madagascar, because he always had something wrong with him, because that was John every week. Something wrong, the shoulder, the bloody knee, the foot. It's about the height of a giraffe too.
He's a big man.
Cutters with the ball with 10 metres out. One of the East Tigers players down on the ground.
It's time out. Pardon? No. It's a penalty. Negates everything.
And also, it could be opportunity to see the singles, you can catch the ball off the ball in the stadium, maybe see Toy Story 4, or the Secret Life of the next 2 sort of movies for the school holidays coming up.
It'd be good to see if they go back down to Yamba's Edge again if Paulie Burns out back. You know, we've just had success there a couple of minutes ago. You know, you go back down there again, you might get another one in. You know, build a bit more confidence. There's Jordan Kenworthy. He's a strong fella, that fella.
Give him room! Hold! Go! One.
Oh, hands in the ruck there, but play on. Cook. Interception attempt, not successful there by the East Tigers. And they will turn the ball over again. East can't be satisfied this half either, so.
Nah, it's been very sloppy second half from both teams, actually, hasn't it? And as Cutters rush to turn the clock off.
It has been. So that's always a good night out here, BB Print. It's game day sponsored by Cash Converters, so great supporters of Cutters TV and the Cutters in general, so thanks very much to them. And also great to see the support for the Beanies of Brain Cancer Round, so beanies everywhere in the crowd of people getting around this terrific initiative to bring attention to brain cancer, and it's done in honour of Nikki Atherton, who suffered from brain cancer and passed away a few years ago. So the family putting that on, and great work to them for continues to help the community. And just really, really scrappy here now. So poor working to play the ball.
I think the bye coming up the next weekend, we've got a fair bit to work on, but we will get a few injuries back. I think Lloyd White is due back after the bye. Touch wood. Hopefully it's my last time commentating up here. He might be out there again, but I think we'll probably, if Ruben Cotter, we'll get him back after the bye. And, I don't think we'll see Shane Wright again this year, though, if he keeps playing the way he does.
What's the story with Dan Russell, Coop?
So he had a head knock in Papua New Guinea and passed all clearances, but then during the week suffered a couple more headaches, so they're giving him the week off.
Okay, so he'll be back next game
he'll be back also next game as well.
Yeah. So a few returning for the Cutters, so it's not all doom and gloom, but as the season goes on, a bit of a gap between that 8th spot and where the Cutters currently sit, mid-table. But all they can do is worry about the next week's game. So this one hasn't worked out the way they want it to. However, they reset, get a bit of cattle back, and they go again next time. Four minutes to go in this game here. East with the ball.
Oh, good shot.
Great shot there.
Jobsy.
That was another hospital pass there for the 16 with Ullman.
He's Copterson's coming on, Norman, hasn't he?
He has. Burns.
Albert! Stay square. Go to. Hey, left side, need a step, mate.
Oh, that was never going to be on there, that pass.
3-0, no advantage still. Up together! Here, hold! Go 0.
Grenke.
That's okay.
A little injury here, I think.
Put one. Wait now. Brett, you got to pick the ball up.
knock on.
You're a hard man, Pat Daly.
I'll take that.
Go one, time on.
Oh, he has copped an absolute pizzling. Allman.
Jesse Allman.
Go zero.
The Cutters had an unhappy night. It's been the Cutters and Jesse Allman who have just not had the best of nights at all.
He must be carting out one of the boys' sisters or something, because every time he's run it, the boys have absolutely belted him.
Shift the ball around. Johnny O'Brien with a bit of show and go. The big fella gets his front.
I just heard the ground announcer, anyone after the game want to help find Jesse Allman's ribs, there'll be a search warrant there for him.
Hodges to Cook. Hickson gets his front quickly with a quick play of the ball. Reese lying in the ruck.
Yeah, that's better ball movement there from the
Hodges,
Cutters. It's good to see him throw it.
Back to Gerard. Kenworthy.
That's good football.
Kenworthy will get the points. 2.5 minutes to go. Good set play there from the Cutters, and they'll get the bickies.
It was good. The Cutters earned the right there. They went up the middle, hit that edge, and then they gave good ball movement back to that left side and got the result there.
Going for a quick kick, and we'll have one more crack for another try. It's 22 points to 10. Cutters have one more shot. Tell you what, boys, if they get this, they get one more try at the end of the game and go down by 6, you're just going to give your badge head against a brick wall. Seriously, wouldn't you?
You would be. If they could score again, Coach Shepherd would probably be more disappointed than getting belted by 22-0.
You'd rather take the 22-0. Seriously. It's just been there for them and have just...
Well, it goes to show there what they can do when they hold the ball and move that ball around, and it's disappointing.
Tigers kick off. Minute and a half to go. Something exciting to watch for if we get one more try. Penalty, Cutters here to get the piggyback again downfield. And yes, no referee. We would want to see a free-flowing game of football. Thanks for holding that up for us. It's beautiful.
Time off.
Yes, that's right, because it's all about you. So let's go. Kicks for touch.
Wait, go. Clear the ruck, Bill. Hold.
Halfway. Jaden Batchelor. Hodges. Balla. 50 seconds remaining.
Hold. Release. Hold. Go.
Hodges. Quick out dummy half. Kenworthy again. Ball out the back there to Perry. Looking to offload. Does so to Hodges again. Hodges running. Offloads again to Anderson. Back to Hickson. Outside to Batchelor. Batchelor straightens up. Ball out the back to Anderson again. Puts it on the toe. Loose ball. Cleaned up by the East Tigers and in a touch. And with 20 seconds to go.
That's a tackle.
No, it's a penalty to East Tigers, and that'll be all she wrote.
Thanks, Coop, again.
Thanks very much, Cooper. Love your work, mate. Hopefully next time we're here, you're on the field, mate. The number 7, back skipper in the side. So all the best with that.
That's just... I know we didn't get the result at the end there, Macca, but that's just better football from the Cutters. They're throwing the ball around with purpose. They're earning the right. They're going through the middle, and then they're hitting those edges. So they'll be disappointed that they didn't do that all night.
It is a night of missed opportunities. It's been a hard game of football to watch, not high quality. But the thing is that the Cutters show they can stick with most sides in this competition. The only side that's really put them to the sword has been the Sunshine Coast Falcons, who do that to every side every week. But they just need that little bit of self-belief and that consistency to string those 2 wins together in a row. And it's been really difficult to get that so far. But this game's come to an end. And the East Tigers have run out winners 22 points to 10 over the QCCS Mackay Cutters at BB Prince Stadium. And thanks again, Paddy, for another good night, mate.
Thank you, Macca. Good to have you back.
And folks, we'll see you here for the next game on the 5th of July. And as we take on, I think that night is the, oh, you got me there. I think maybe the Blackhawks. I'm not too sure, but whoever it is, it's going to be good. We'll get the win. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed the call. We'll see you at the footy in a couple of weeks' time. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, boys.
Join the QCCS Mackay Cutters family with a 2019 membership package. Don't miss the action. Cheer on the Cutters at home. There is a membership package for everyone. Member awards, merchandise packs, exclusive discounts, and dual Cowboys memberships. Whatever your budget, whatever your schedule, be there to witness the magic. Let this be the season you join the Cutters family. Join today. MackayCutters.com.au/membership. Mackay Cutters, proud supporters of Change the Game. Tackle mental health head on.
QCCS, a proud local company delivering concrete and civil solutions across Queensland. At QCCS, we simply do whatever it takes, safely and efficiently. QCCS, supporting your local community and the Mackay Cutters. This live stream proudly produced by Tropical Exposure Advertising and Multimedia, your corporate communications, mining and industrial multimedia specialists. Proud sponsors of the QCCS Mackay Cutters. If you want the best, talk to Tropex.
Wiggle Room. It's the welcome breathing space that eases you from where you are to where you want to be. Just like a Queensland Country Credit Union home or personal loan, we not only help you kick your goals, our personalised service and competitive products are designed to leave you some room to live a little. So get a wiggle on and talk to us today.
Get it right on site with M&P Services. Call now for the ultimate range of transportable buildings and shipping containers for sales and hire. Locally owned and operated, we've been industry leaders in transport and logistics services for over 30 years. Plus, check out our range of specialised shipping containers and our revolutionary mobile crib rooms. M&P Services, proud supporters of the Mackay Cutters and Change the Game program. Get it right on site with M&P Services.